Going on, everyone? Hope you're alright. Just going to dive into Bitcoin and just basically go over this current market structure that we've got going here, just on the 4-hourly time frame today. So if you can see, we've been in this downtrend. I discussed this in yesterday's video. We basically bottomed out here, and we had this rise back up, and then we bounced back up to this major lower high on the daily time frame. And you can see that we failed and rejected, and then we come back down and we've tapped back into this level here, this level of support. And what you can see, so I'm just going to go from this point onwards here. So you can see, we've been coming down, right, and then we've created this lower low. What's interesting, you see this a lot, and I've explained this in some of my other videos, and I'm going to keep explaining it because it's important to know, because this is the way that price works in the FX markets and in crypto. You can see there, so we had this low high, low low, low high, and then we pulled back into this level for this double top, and then we had this continuation back down. But you can see as soon as we've tapped into this level of support, we've come back up here, and you can see that we've had that wick rejection off this level here. And then we've consolidated basically around this level, and that's because this level here is the basically lower high that created this, so it's a major level. So once we start getting above this level, that's when you show that the directional bias of the market is changing, because you're violating structure. And if you understand how price moves in the market, then you'll understand what I mean by this. And you can see it. So we've pushed up into this level, and then we've just consolidated. You can see that the buyers haven't been able to basically break and close above here, because it's a major level. You got a lot of sellers basically sitting in these sort of areas, and then we tanked down. But then you can see, we had this push back up, and then we had that strong 4H momentum there, and then you can see as soon as we've broke out of this level, we've just continued up here. And this is why I keep talking about, when you've got this structure down, and then you start violating, these major key levels, in this case the lower high. Once you start taking out them levels, the directional bias is changing, and it's quite important to know if you're trading on the lower time frames. It is a good little thing to know. But what I'm interested in now is, you can see that we've pushed back up into this level, and this is where we are. But what I'm finding interesting is, not really seeing too much selling pressure coming in from this level. We've got wicks from the tops, we've got wicks on the bottoms, but not much volume within the candles. We're just slowly sort of climbing up a little bit. So what I'm interested in now is just to basically see how things form from here. If we start to get this break and close above here, if we start to get this break and close above here, then that'll definitely be a good indication based off the higher time frame perspective on the daily. This will be our breakout, and then I'll personally be looking for the breakout, the retest, and then the continuation back up to these sort of major levels here within the market. And alternatively, we could come up and we could push up here, and then we could get some rejection. Then we could start getting basically price pushing down, and then you could have the pullback, and then you could have your continuations then back down. In this case, if you have this pullback, and then this is sort of your breakout level of support, for example, and then that'll be retest, and then something like this, and then I would be entering. Sorry, let's just turn this tool off. I'd be looking to jump in on this continuation. I've still got it on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'd be looking to jump in on the continuation on the break of these sort of levels here, because then that you've had this push up, and then the directional bias is changing again. But from what I'm seeing, this strong volume and everything based off the high time frame perspective, I sort of feel like this break and close above here could actually come through. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, and I will be updating you tomorrow. But yeah, just interesting times for Bitcoin, and then once we start getting out of these levels, we're back up into the 50,000 region, so we're not doing too bad. That's it for now. I'll be back tomorrow doing a little update for you on Bitcoin and a couple of altcoins. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.